Yo, what's up? Welcome back, episode 9, Keepin It Lit podcast, where if you're not keeping it pure, it's cut. Tonight we got a special guest for y'all. I want y'all to welcome tonight a member from one of the trend-setting groups from my age group, before my age group actually, and some of y'all people that y'all know was really knocking this shit way back in the day. I know motherfuckers that are still knocking that shit today. Kariem, one half of the group, Black Dynasty. How you doing, brother?
What's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, man, we keeping it lit, man.
You know how we do. We keeping it lit. Yo, before we keep moving, what I want y'all to do is you guys are on YouTube, so what I want you to do is subscribe, like, and share. Also, click the little button at the bottom. Actually, it's the bell, bing. So every time we come on, y'all see us. What's up, brother?
Hey, man, I'm happy to be here, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy you joined us, bro.
Yeah, hey, I appreciate this, man, right here, you know?
Bro, I appreciate you coming. Bruh, but we got to get straight to it. So, bro, obviously, we're going to touch on a lot of different things, but how did you start rapping? How did you get a rap game? I mean, we talked about a lot of shit off scene, but let's talk about it.
I'm going to tell you with the truth about the reason why I got in the rap game is just to see if I can do it, man. I ain't going to lie. I just wanted to see if I could do it. I used to read the stories like on Run DMC and LL Cool J, how they started. Okay. And one day I was just reading an article and I said, I was a teenager. I said, let me see if I can do this. Straight up. That's all So I improved my rap skills and, you know what I'm saying, hooked up with a couple of cats in the neighborhood. But I remember one thing Rakim always said. He said, you have to be the neighborhood Jaws. You have to be one of the, you know what I'm saying, best cats in the neighborhood. So that's what I focused on. Right. Was trying to be one of the best in the neighborhood, you know what I mean? Straight up.
And at that time, you probably was.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously, if you felt you were going to put that, you know what I mean, everything behind it.
Because I was kind of ahead of the pack, because like being in Oakland, a lot of people wasn't thinking about rap. They was, they was out there slanging and banging, man, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't really thinking about music and rap like that, you know what I'm saying? It was just basically Too Short. And he was selling his little tapes and stuff in the neighborhood. But as far as trying to really be a rapper, nobody was really concentrating on that.
So how did you guys form?
Well, me and Dion.
Well, hold on. So rest in peace, Dion, for sure.
Rest in peace, Dion.
But how did y'all form?
Well, me and Dion, we went to school together. We went to Islamic Academy together when we were younger. Okay. And he ended up getting in trouble, and he went. He had to go to the high desert, you know what I'm saying? It was like YA. And when he got out of jail in 89, you know what I'm saying? Me and my other little cousin, we bumped into him at this little basketball game at Fremont High. And, he started, banging on the bleachers, man, and started rapping. I was like, man, you rap? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get together and make some music. And that's how it started, basically.
So how did y'all come together to form the name Black Dynasty, though? Like, cause there got to be a lot of shit behind that. Yeah, cause you can't that's a big name.
Well, growing up in Oakland, you know what I'm saying. You know, it was a chocolate city. Okay. And at that time, a lot of groups had the word black in them. Right. Like you have Black Sheep, Black Street. So I was like, I'm black and we a family, but I didn't want to say Black Family. I said, let's call ourselves Black Dynasty. Right. You know what I mean?
And with the word dynasty, I mean, obviously after that, there was a lot of dynasty shit that came around.
Yeah, it was like, and when you say Black Dynasty, that includes everybody, you know what I'm saying, in the town. I always wanted to include everybody, you know what I'm saying, instead of, just being, like putting ourselves, on a pedestal. I wanted to say we all a family, we all together, man, you know what I mean? Right. Straight up.
So at that time, when you guys started everything, boom, now you guys are doing your thing on the solo, as far as not solo, but you guys aren't really hitting studios. When did it get to the point where you felt confident enough, like, yo, let's really hit the studio and really get this off the ground?
Well, a couple of cats in the neighborhood had a couple of, little recording machines and stuff like that back in the day, little computer programs and stuff. So we recorded in the hood. It was this one cat. He was an artist, real artistic type dude, and he had couple little computer programs and tape decks and stuff. So we used to, make a little makeshift studio at his house. Right. And you know what I'm saying? And we just make music over there. Me and Dion, we used to make separate songs before we actually made songs together. Like he would make a song and I would make a song, you know what I mean? And then we, eventually we start collabing on songs together, and that's how it went.
So then, from there, how did it turn into something y'all was like full time? This is what we doing. Because I know that somebody had that conversation like, yo, y'all dope enough to do this.
You know what? A lot of cats at the high school used to support us, like Fremont High. You know what I mean? A lot of cats there, they used to listen to our demos and listen to us rap in the hallway and stuff like that. And I remember one day, me and Dion, we used to watch the cheerleader practices.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
After school, we would sit there and watch the cheerleaders practice, man. And we was watching the cheerleaders one day, man, and we was like, yeah, our CD gonna come out, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be a group. And one of the chicks was like, y'all ain't gonna have no group. Y'all ain't gonna never be able to drop no record. And then I had my demo tape, and I told Dion, I took it and I smashed it on the ground. I said, we not gonna listen to none of our songs no more until we finally drop our CD, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show these females, you know what I'm saying, how we really doing this, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how it exploded, man.
So tell me this: who was the first person who like gave you all that good look? Not the first, because there's always that one person that's like, y'all can rap, but that person who was really like, yo, come on.
It was Mike Washington.
Okay.
It was Mike Washington out of East Palo Alto.
Okay.
One of my cousin's close friends, you know what I'm saying? For back in the days. I met Mike back like in 86. But one day me and Dion, we was hanging out at Eastmont Mall, and we seen this Beamer pull up, you know what I'm saying? It was a tricked out BMW, you know what I'm saying, with the kid on there, with the momos, burgundy tinted windows, with the knot. And I said, that gotta be somebody from East Palo Alto. I said, them cars, man, the way they do it out there, man.
It's different.
And when he pulled up, I said, man, it was Mike.
Right.
And Chris was driving. Chris Washington was driving. And he was bumping a CD, but it was one of his groups. And Chris was like, man, I'm a music producer now. And I was like, what? I said, we make music, Chris. And he was like, for real? He was like, nigga, we got a studio in Palo Alto, man, come through, woo, woo, woo. So we came down there, we started recording, and Dion was in the booth, man, flowing. And Mike said, man, that's that nigga right there. Mike said, I'm gonna get 100% behind y'all, man, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it started from there, man, you know what I'm saying? Mike Washington, he was one of the first cats to actually put up that money, you know what I mean? He put up that money, man, and it just took off, man, you know what I mean?
Hey, so he getting money, so I know y'all was sitting in the studio, like really getting it in.
Yeah, Mike.
Back then, studio time was cheap. So
Man.
y'all was in, and in.
Yeah, Mike was putting up a lot of money, man. He would just book sessions, man.
Right.
He would book sessions for anybody in East Palo Alto that could rap.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I was born out there in East Palo Alto, but I was raised in Oakland. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I came to Oakland in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? Early 70s.
Right.
But I still had family members and I still had, love out there in PA. So when I hooked up with Mike and them, Mike was putting, he had Totally Insane, he had SIC, you know what I'm saying? He was doing some business with Chunk and them, you know what I mean? So he was booking a lot of time, because he had a lot of money. So, unlimited studio time. He was buying niggas cars, you know what I'm saying? You want a Skylark, nigga, you want a Cutlass, you know what I mean? So Mike, he was really taking care of the rappers in East Palo Alto, whoever wanted to rap, whoever wanted to get on, hook up with Mike D, man, and he was gonna bless you, man, you know what I'm saying, straight up.
Hey, I was gonna ask you that too. So around that time, you named a few of the different rappers, but under that umbrella, when you guys were all hitting the same studios and different things like that, like name some of the different rappers that were around you at that time.
Well, like I said, we had Totally Insane,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Mike also booked sessions over there in San Francisco with Bankroll Studios. You know what I'm saying? So over there they had RBL, they had Coog Nut, they had Selsky, you know what I'm saying, TC the beat maker.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was my circle right
Shout
there.
out TC.
Yeah, that was my circle, Coog Nut, you know what I'm saying? He used to always say, give Black Dynasty a boost, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was my nigga right there, Coog Nut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chunk, you know what I mean? And then Ad from Totally Insane, he had just got out of juvenile hall.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He wandering around.
You talking old school shit.
Yeah, he just got out of juvie.
Okay.
You know, and his mama stayed right there by the dope track off of Westminster. So he getting out and he seeing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We coming out the studios, we popping our tapes in the Skylarks and in the Cutlasses and in the Chevys, and he hearing us, and he was like, man, I want to get on. You know what I'm saying? So Mike put him on too. You know what I mean? And they formed Totally Insane.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So that's back when y'all was really doing like tapes out the trunk.
Yeah.
Y'all over the ramp.
Yeah.
Moms and pop stores over there by A1 Liquors and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what we was doing, man.
So then what you think what got you the buzz? Because obviously a buzz jumped.
You know what?
It wasn't one of them situations where we're just like word of mouth. Something happened to where everybody started hearing that shit.
You know what? It was just like at that time, you know what I mean? We were building something. That's just like when you building say if you building a skyscraper.
Okay.
You know, first the first cats come in and lay the foundation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's only gonna be a couple of crew members laying that foundation, man. So as we laying the foundation, people just start, you know, they gravitate to it because you're the only ones there.
Right.
You're the only ones working.
Right.
So people looking at you, you know, it's easier for you to see the people that's working because it's only a handful of people.
Right.
So, and they hearing the music, the quality of the music. That's what really got them. Because, I mean, the studio, TC out there, Bankroll Studios, he making that slap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when sampling first came out. So he got that, what is that, SP12 or whatever they was using.
Okay.
Man, and it sounds so crispy and clear. Man, people was just gravitating to the music because it was like, man, you know what I'm saying? It was knocking. It was knocking in the trunk. Because Mike would take the CD straight out the studio, the tape straight out the studio and pop it right in the Skylark and drive off knocking it.
Not mastered, nothing, just straight in.
Man, straight in there like that. Don't forget where he came from. Boom, 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 bounce, bounce, boom. Boom, bounce, boom, boom, boom. Man, he knocking it.
Right.
They the ones who created the hype, the Washingtons, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got, you on the dope track. You got everybody on the dope track.
Right.
So if you knocking your own group, everybody loving you, they like Mike. You know what I'm saying? They just waiting. They just waiting. They was just
straight advertisement.
Man, that's some of the best advertisement, that street advertisement, man. You know what I'm saying? When everybody's showing love, you know what I'm saying? Just like your family members from the G coming through, the family members from the Ville coming through. You got Menlo, you got Midtown. You know what I mean? And, you know, a lot of people don't know East Palo Alto helped create that buzz. You know what I mean? They helped create that buzz.
I think that it's not talked about enough.
No.
I think a lot of trends came from there.
Man, East Palo Alto is one of the funnest cities I ever been to in my life, and I've been to a lot of cities, man.
And deadliest.
Oh, deadly. But see, East Palo Alto gonna teach you how to respect a real nigga.
And how to be somewhere else and be able to like move.
No, you're not gonna disrespect.
Right.
Oh, I just see you and I'm finna disrespect you. No. That ain't gonna happen. Everybody gonna have mutual respect.
Right.
And things gonna get squashed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mike used to squash a lot of funk too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted that money to keep rolling, man. He used to squash a lot of funk, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I mean?
So tell me this, like some of y'all first shows that you guys did. Now, I don't know where you guys did your first shows, but
I'm gonna tell you.
Was Juneteenth or Jack Furrow some of the first times y'all did shows?
The first show we ever did, Mike Washington paid for it in San Jose. Mike Washington rented out the San Jose Arena.
Oh shit.
He paid for DJ Quick. He paid for Second to None.
Okay.
Then he had all his groups come. I don't know if y'all remember that. You was too young to remember that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And that show
I definitely couldn't get in.
Man, that show went down.
Okay.
And Mike funded the whole thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it was packed.
Getting money for sure.
It was packed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And everybody from East Palo Alto was in that thing.
So
man.
That DJ Quick, that's DJ Quick, old school, way too funky DJ Quick, or tonight DJ Quick?
Tonight.
Okay. Oh, so that was way back.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Mike, man, he had the money and the power, man. You know what I mean?
He ran out of the arena in San Ho.
Yeah.
And then so that was one of y'all first. Where do you go from there?
Then we went to,
because now you done been on the stage with some of the best.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, see, they had a lot of pull. The Washingtons had a lot of pull.
Right.
And then our second show this was after Mike passed away.
Okay.
And Chris took over. And you know, they used to enter a lot of their cars into the car shows.
Right. They're definitely a dope ass car.
Yeah, and it was San Jose Lowrider Magazine car show.
Okay. Chris
got us on that. You know what I'm saying? The boys had pull. And that's when he had that Candy 5.0. Mike had that Drop Red 6.4 coming out of Maldonado's. You know what I mean? And he entered them. And then my boy Ross from Menlo, he had a 62 Chev. No, he from Midtown, 62 Chev with over 16 batteries in it.
Oh, pumps everywhere.
Man,
Yeah.
he's slamming that thing. They put him at the front door. So as soon as you come through the gates, Ross, he got a circle. And he's slamming that 6'2" like this. Yeah. The whole quarter panels is blah. Have you ever seen a 6'2" slams so hard where the quarter panels go, man, he was slamming that thing.
I've seen it when motherfuckers just slap up and down on the ground. I'm like, that can't be good.
No, they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care. Got that
cats
money.
having money. You know what I'm saying? And we performed. It was DJ Quick once again because, you know, Quick, he did a lot of car shows, Second to None.
Right.
And a couple more opening acts. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, yeah, it went down, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, and what's crazy, you mentioned DJ Quick, but hey, so back then, hey, DJ Quick was fucking with a lot of Bay Area cats as well, right?
Yeah, Quick was down. We went down there, you know, to Inglewood. We fucked with Quick, you know what I mean? We was dealing with him tough, Second to None.
Right.
You know, they wanted to know who we were because every car show they doing, we there.
Right.
So they like, who is these cats?
Right.
So we ended up getting real cool with them. Our manager, Ed Zeno, he knew they manager, so, you know, we would have a lot of auditions and stuff like that, like if a label was trying to sign some groups. You know what I'm saying? Ed Zeno, he knew, you know what I mean, where all the auditions were. So, you know, we ended up kicking it with Quick at their house, you know what I mean? I remember when that song, you know, Just Like Compton came out.
Right.
We was right there in the living room when they was, after the first edit of the video came out, Quick. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We all sitting there watching the video, man. You know what I'm saying? Quick upstairs, you know what I'm saying? Working in the studio. You know what I mean? And it was live, man. It was live.
Hey, did y'all ever get any beats from him?
No, we never did. You know what I'm saying? Back then, everybody was just trying to look for a deal. You know, we already had you know, songs, so we was just looking for a record deal. You know what I mean?
Speaking of record deals, speaking of DJ Quick, speaking of meeting in Inglewood, doing different things like that, you had a record company that was definitely interested in y'all.
Oh yeah,
way back then.
Yeah.
How did that come about, and what happened with that?
That was Ed
My
Zeno,
bad.
man.
Death Row Records.
Yeah, Death Row, man.
Wait, before we get into that, yo, Keepin It Lit podcast. We'll be right back with Kariem from Black Dynasty. If it ain't pure,
This ain't no motherfucking fad, man. This is a motherfucking lifestyle. So we gotta make, if we repping Deep East Oakland and this is a lifestyle, nigga, we repping niggas in the town wear.
Yeah.
Real niggas, not no trapping, not none of that, nigga. This is grinding. Real niggas from the town say grinding, nigga. We get it to the grind, nigga. That's what we do. We grind and was in dope houses. That's what we is, nigga. Real town niggas.
Yeah.
If you ask a town nigga, that's what a town nigga gonna tell you. Believe it.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
No fake, no play.
Yeah.
Real Deep East Oakland, baby.
Yeah.
From the 5.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle.
yo, we back. Keeping It Lit. If it's not pure, it's cut. We still sitting here with Kariem from Black Dynasty. Yo,
What's up, baby?
so we were just talking about a situation of a certain record company that was trying to sign y'all.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about it. Death Row.
Yeah, that was like I said, my manager, Ed Zeno. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ed Zeno.
Shout out.
Yeah, he had pull, you know what I mean? Like with the different managers and stuff out there in LA. And it just so happened he had gave our CD, or our tape back then, to one of the A&Rs.
This pre-Snoop Dogg.
This pre-Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
This one, Dre and them cats got together.
Stealing.
Yeah.
He started her whole flavor.
Yeah. See, this is right at the beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they wanted to hear, you know, more of our songs and stuff. So we took them to tape.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we listened to a few things, but they gave us a contract that we just didn't want to sign. But this before we even knew it was called Death Row Records.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it wasn't that in the beginning, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what they was gonna call it, but I know they had just started the label, and we had sat down for the audition, and we had talked about it. But I think they wanted to sign us to 6 years or something like that, and we was like, nah, yeah,
6 years?
yeah. A lot of cats back in them days wanted to sign you for 6 years, man.
How many albums in 6 years though?
Man, I don't know. I think an album a year or something like that. But yeah, a lot of people back in them days had them type of contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 years.
Right.
They wanted your whole career, man. You know
What kind of numbers though?
wasn't no numbers. You know what I'm saying?
You on death row.
Yeah, you on death row, man. They like, oh, I'm finna give you $300,000 in cash, and we finna have this type of budget. And no, they were just the contract. You read the contract, say 6 years on there, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so obviously you guys are smart enough to opt out of that.
Yeah, we opt out of that, man.
But you got people that are like right now trying to jump into deals. You know, we got rappers that are coming from like YouTube, people coming from TikTok, people coming from Instagram.
Yeah.
And they jumping at the first deals that come in front of them.
Yeah.
What made you guys like look at the logistics and be like, yo, this ain't right for us?
Well, for one thing, you know what I'm saying, there wasn't no money involved.
That's
you know
definitely
what I mean?
the most important thing.
That's the most important thing. Now,
Right.
like if you an artist
Right.
and you say you just made you a little video and made you a little song in your room or whatever, somebody offered you a meal ticket or something, you know, some big numbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you in a situation where you really need some money,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Just look at the, you know, you want to look at the details of the contract.
Right.
But, you know, if you're trying to help your family, you know what I'm saying? And they only want a couple albums, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you do what you got to do. But I would say just stay independent, you know what I'm saying, until you get some big numbers jumping off, man, you know. Okay. And, you know, it's hard nowadays, you know what I'm saying, in this music business, but it is what it is, man. Like Biggie said, the music business is colder than the dope game, man. You know what I mean? It's cold, man.
And that's why, because you put it right.
Yeah.
So tell me, this going through everything that y'all going through, and even being in Oakland or even being in East Palo Alto, all the shit, y'all kept y'all group doing what y'all was doing. Like, how did y'all stay focused? Because I know it's easy to get sidetracked.
Yeah.
You know?
Main thing is we really wanted to push a hard line. We really wanted to get to that end goal of becoming, you know, a big group.
Okay.
So, and this was something that we both loved doing. Me and Dion loved making songs. We love promoting, you know what I'm saying? Because when you out there promoting, it gives you a chance to talk to everybody. It gives you a chance to network. You know, you get a lot of girls, you know what I'm saying? You get to talk to the girls and, you know what I mean? So it was fun. So it wasn't really like work. It was just like we living life. This is what we doing. We was young, you know what I'm saying? We 20, 21, you know what I mean? So it was just fun, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you, especially around that, bro. We'll get back into it, but I remember being around Festival of the Lake and
oh yeah,
shit was just different. But let's get into this, though. Deep East Oakland.
Yeah.
How'd that come about? And did you know that was going to be an anthem? Did you know that shit was going to still be played to this day?
Yeah, well...
Wait, hold on before you go.
Okay, I got you.
I'm going to tell you, I'm a Niner fan. I'm just going to keep it real with you.
Yeah.
But my peoples are Raider fans, and I go to some of their games, and back in the day, we were in the black hole, or even when we still go to the games, well, they in Vegas now, so I ain't been in one yet.
Yeah.
But Deep East is playing.
And I've been
That
hearing
shit is
that, man.
playing.
I've been hearing that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, though.
Right.
But the thing about it, when I made that song and when I first got into the game, I said, I remember that song from Al Green, Love and Happiness.
Dope.
I said, I want a song like that. Yeah. I said, I want a song that's going to last.
Right.
Pew, 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 pew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I said, I want a song that's going to last forever, man. And that's what I wanted.
Right.
And when Dion, we was out there, that's when we used to, you know what I'm saying, we was slanging a little of that weed, man, back in the days, and we was standing in front of the turf, and Dion was beating on a fence, and he said, man, we should do that track over at Club Nouveau. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do.
A lot of people don't know this story.
Yeah, and he was banging out on the fence, and he said, we're going to call it Deep East Oakland.
Right.
And I said, word? And he said, that's what we're going to call it, man.
Yeah.
He was the first one I ever heard use the term Deep East Oakland. You know, see, I got it on the shirt right here, baby.
I see it.
You know what I'm saying?
Got merch.
Got it on that good hoodie, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he was banging it. And I said, man, look, I'm with it.
Right.
And I don't know what told us to go get Droop. We went to go get Droop, and we got Dame to get on the song. I let Droop hear the song. He was like, I'm with it. I let Dame hear the song. He was like, I'm with it. And we just put it together like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And it became an anthem to this day, man. You know what I'm saying? And
so you ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna go back and hit the beat again. Do-dum-dum. Do-dum-dum. Do-dum-dum.
Hey.
Where did that beat go to next, brother?
Yeah, man. And the thing about it, see, when we did that beat, we mixed a little bit of that Luther Vandross in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Pew, pew,
Yep.
pew, pew,
Yep.
pew, pew, pew. pew.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep.
And man, we used to make some dope beats, man. You know what I'm saying? We used to make some dope beats.
Right.
You know, we was a musical type of group, man.
Right.
We liked the studio. A lot of people didn't know that Dion, he could sing.
Right.
I used to play the drums. You know what I'm saying? I used to play the trumpet. I used to play the keyboard a little. So
You was all around the studio doing your thing.
yeah, we had you know, we would just had a musical knack. And a lot of the beats on the Asphalt Jungle album, I did all the drum tracks, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of samples on there, but I did most of the drum tracks on there, you know.
So you was doing it live or you were doing it from the drum machine?
I was doing it from the drum machine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Drum machine.
Okay.
And then we went to guitar man Stan, G-Man Stan, and he played the strings and the keyboard on that DP Soakland, man. And it just, man, it was live, so that's what made it last so long, man, you know.
Right.
And you got Pimpy Doo on there, man, it's gonna go down, you know.
Talk about Pimpy Doo right now. I got so much shit I want to talk about that. But, so before we get into that, recipes, Dion.
Yeah.
Bruh, can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, I
don't know how much you want to say, but like, you know.
I mean, it was a cold piece, man. You know, being in the music game, you know what I'm saying, being in in the streets, you know what I'm saying, East Oakland, you know what I mean. It's just a lot of, you got a lot of people pulling you in so many different directions, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because people knew that we were going to be successful because we made
Definitely.
sure our music, we was consistent with the quality of the music.
Right.
So you get a lot of people just, man, coming at you. They coming into your circle, you know, and it's old friends and some new friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the way that situation came about, you know what I mean? People just start doing different stuff. Oakland is a cold city, man. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Oakland. Right. And, you know, they start slipping them little Mickeys and stuff like that in his weed, you know, slipping stuff, you know what I'm saying, in his drink, you know what I mean? And start playing mind games with you. Because I think the real reason why Dion kind of got off, because he was in a accident on a little go-kart. He actually hit his head, you know what I'm saying, driving one of those little go-karts, you know what I'm saying, in the street. And it kind of made him kind of off. After that, he was kind of different. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, he was kind of different. You know, he was in the hospital because I seen when he was on that go-kart and he smacked his head, he didn't have no helmet on. He was out, and then we shook him, and woke him back up. And when we woke him back up, you know what I'm saying? He was just like different, man. In the hospital, I remember going to see him. He was different, and then you coming out of that. Now you got people all in your ear telling you stuff, you know what I mean? And then now they start slipping stuff in his weed, you know, slipping stuff in his drink, you know what I mean? And it just got ugly, man, you know what I'm saying? And it just got ugly. It was a lot of influence. There's a lot of people pulling him, you know, pulling him different directions. You know, I'm still on my square trying to get us, you know, signed, trying to push us to the next level. And, you know, people, you know, when we go back to the hood, because we might do a big show somewhere out Phoenix, Texas somewhere, but we got to come back to Oakland.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when we came back to Oakland, people they just get at you, man. You know what I'm saying? They just get at you. You can ask a lot of groups, man. You know what I'm saying? From the Loonies to Droop, you know what I mean? You know, you got to be strong-willed, man. You got to be like really strong-willed, you know.
So after the accident, was he still doing shows with you?
Yeah, he was doing shows, but you could just see in his eyes was glassy. He wasn't right. Because when you hit your head, you know what I mean?
Of course.
It's gonna mess you up, man. It's gonna mess you up.
Behind the scenes, besides you, because I know you got his back 100%, he didn't have another support system behind him to keep him like cool?
Man, we would talk to him. We would talk to him a lot. You know what I mean? I would sit down because my music producer, shout out to B Wig, you know what I'm saying, executive producer. Also, he would tell me, man, you got to talk to him. You got to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? And I said, B, I said, I'm not his daddy. You know what I mean? Because I'm the same. I'm just 1 year older than Dion. Right. And I said, I'm not his daddy. You know what I'm saying? But B was like, man, you got to highlight him. But everybody's trying to highlight him. But I remember one day B sat us down in the office, and he said, man, he said, I heard somebody out there, somebody telling me, man, one of y'all out there, you know what I'm saying, ain't doing right. And I was like, me and Dion looked at each other, and I didn't know what was going on with him, basically.
Right.
And I'm looking at him like, well, what B talking about? You know, he looking like, I don't know. But I didn't get it until later on that, you know what I'm saying, it was a lot of, the streets was talking, and there was a lot of stuff that wasn't right. You know what I mean? There was a lot of stuff behind the scenes that just wasn't right, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, you already know you got motherfuckers that's behind the scenes, and if they doing some negative shit, it's gonna affect y'all regardless.
Yeah.
And being as though it did affect him,
Yeah.
because you're here today.
Yeah.
But if it was a situation where he was here to this day,
Yeah.
how far you think you guys would have moved forward?
Man, it was big, man.
I know it was big.
It was big because I remember when we met when we was doing a promotion for Asphalt Jungles, right? Because we used to get those poster boards and we would put them all over the city. We would just put them up. And that's when Joe Flowers, G-O-V, you know what I mean? Right. He was promoting his stuff too. And he was like, man, whose posters are these? I keep seeing popping up all over the place. And one day he rolled up on us. He was like, man, y'all Black Dynasty? We was like, yeah. We was over there on 50th and Melrose, East Oakland. And we said, yeah. He said, man, I'm Joe Flowers, the Gov. I said, what's up with it? He said, man, follow me, come to my house. You know what I'm saying? And his grandma stayed right around the corner. Man, he was in a little, like a little Nissan. He was in a little bucket. And we said, okay, we following him around the house, to the house, man. And we start collabing, man. And we start, he said he wanted to sign us. And we was like, yeah, man, let's do this.
Right.
And, but Ant Flowers really was going to be the executive producer. But Joe went to Ant and said, let me take it over. Let me do it. You know what I mean? And Ant gave him the thumbs up, the okay. And then Joe started doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? And start producing this.
Oh, so the Gov was trying to push that.
Yeah, the Gov was pushing that. We end up signing Asphalt Jungles, signing it over to the G-O-V, you know what I'm saying? Right. That album went through a few people's hands, you know. Your boy from East Palo Alto, Young Black, Manny Black, you know what I mean? In a Minute Records, you know what I mean?
That's old school.
Old school.
Records. Yeah.
And then my boy Jamie Lockett, he put up a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
Jamie, he put up a couple of dollars. But, you know, they wasn't really doing nothing with it. They was just, you know, in it for the, you know, trying to help us out. So Gov, he ended up taking that over, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he took it to the next level, man. And we was rolling with the Flower family for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So what label did you end up on?
Man, we was on so many different labels. Because back in them days, cats would just start a label, man. They would just start a label, man. It was like, man, I got a label. You know what I'm saying? Right. And people was cool back then. They wasn't really trying to sign us to no long-term deals. You know what I mean?
Except for Death Row.
Yeah, except Death Row. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, my boy, the JED, the Jed. He wanted to sign us too. The cat who put out 415 and Richie Rich.
Right.
You know what I mean? He wanted to sign us to a deal.
Right.
But a lot of people wanted to sign us, man. You know, a lot of street cats. You know what I'm saying? So we touched a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? Black from the Village wanted to sign us. You know what I'm saying? We used to do little promotion deals with Hub, the Upshaw family. You know what I mean? And then, like you say, you got the Flower family. We ended up signing that deal with the Flowers, man. And it was beautiful, and you know, because they are real down to earth people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we signed that little deal, man, and we was rolling with the GOV for a minute, man.
And there's a lot of competition out there too.
Yeah, it was a lot of competition.
No, it had to be tension during the competition.
Yeah, it was a lot of tension, but when you dealing with upper echelon type cats, when you dealing with cats that's holding $1 million plus, it really ain't no competition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all about the network in your class. You know, having class about yourself, and people will invite you into their homes.
Right.
And then, you know, as long as you don't touch their women, you don't touch their money, you cool. You know what I'm saying? You real cool, man. Yeah. You know, so we got invited into a lot of different circles. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a good segue for this. So you done rub shoulders with a lot of different people.
Yeah, we did.
And this is one of our good segments we like to talk about. Let's hear about some of these stories. Funny stories, crazy stories. Nothing incriminating, brother.
No, nothing
just,
incriminating.
You know, some regular.
I got a lot of stories.
I know you do, because everybody forget about it till they sit down. They be like, you know what?
Yeah, we got a lot of stories. I remember the story of me and Droop going to the studio to record that Deep East Oakland, man. And Droop is a story in himself. When you hanging with that cat, man, he is animated, man.
Right.
You know, he's the real deal Holyfield, and he ain't faking it. You know what I'm saying? And he was juiced, man. Droop used to just be juiced off this rap game, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was me, Droop. Everybody else was already at the studio. Me and Droop, we riding. We coming over the Frisco Bridge. We pumped. And Droop, he almost missed the exit. I mean, he comes from the fast lane, swerves all the way. Man, he swerves all the way. Man, he swerves all the way over on the freeway, man. and almost hit the divider though. But man, I mean, we almost didn't make it to the studio. But that was just the feeling, man, you get when man, it was everything was hype. It was everything was turned up because it's the 90s. So everything we doing was turned up. You know what I'm saying? You know, so a lot of guns involved. You know what I'm saying? We was rolling with Another Hit Records at that time, and B Wig, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy Brian Wiggins. You know, he was a story in himself. You know what I'm saying? Brian was a cold piece of work, man. So every day, you know what I'm saying? That cat, he kept 2 pistols on him. You know what I'm saying? And he was a cold cat, but he was a cool ass dude. You know what I mean? So it was always, you know what I'm saying, pistols out. You know what I'm saying? Soldiers ready. You know what I mean? And we was moving mean. We was moving with the 2-7 Village. You know what I'm saying? Coming up out of East Oakland, the Twomps. So, you know what I'm saying? It was heads on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? At all times, man. We did some.
Oh, that's before it was the Dubs.
Yeah.
The Twomps.
We call it the Murder Dubs. They call it what they want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They call it the Twomps, the Murder Dubs, 2724, 23rd, the Momo spot. You know what I'm saying? And we used to do them shows, man. And I remember we did a show and we put Too Short on the bill. We just put him as invited guest. We didn't even know he was going to show up. He ended up showing up. Droop showed up. Dangerous Dame, Chris Hicks. Everybody showed up to that show, man. And
wait, that's right after Almost Accident?
Yeah, this is
after. Oh shit!
Yeah, this is after. This is once the song has been recorded.
Oh, okay.
You
I thought y'all meant you was on the way to the show.
Man,
okay.
Man, no, we was on our way to the studio when that happened.
Okay.
I mean, the whole thing was just an episode. It was always on 10. You know what I'm saying? It was always turned up on 10, man. And you know, that show, it went down, man. Chris Hicks was there. Everybody was there, man. And that show popped. For real. You know what I mean? Everything we did, it was just on and cracking. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Some of the best different shows, or some of the best shows that you ever did. I know you guys, again, bump shoulders with different people. Like, what's one of the best places that you really had a show that was like off the hook?
The most cracking show we did, man, was in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I think somebody else said that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
the hell niggas out there?
No, it was just like, man, I'm telling you, our manager, he was a Latino cat.
Okay.
So he would follow the lowrider circuit. He would follow the circuits where the big boys get down. That show we had, it was Mac 10, DJ Quick, Bone Thug and Harmony, the Loonies. You know what I'm saying? It was arena.
She was a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah, 20,000, 30,000 plus.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I remember the promoter and Mac 10's bodyguard got into it. Because see, back in them days, man, them bodyguards used to be like, they used to push a hard line though.
Right.
Them dudes used to push a hard line, you know. Cats wasn't getting, you know, shot at and shit like that and getting hands put on and chain snatched. Man, them bodyguards used to push hard line. I remember the promoter came up to Mac 10, man, and said something. Bodyguard, bow, socked him in his eye. It's a promoter only like, what, 5'4", a little Mexican cat, man. He bow, socked him in the eye. He fall to the ground. We backstage, he get up. He's still running the show. His eyes knocked into the back of his head. He's still running the show. Who go on next? You know what I'm saying? You go on after him. You know what I'm saying? So it was,
no, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? We got 5 or 6 limos backstage. You know what I'm saying? It was cracking. So our manager, shout out to Andy Herrera. That was he was after Ed Zeno.
Right.
Andy Herrera. Yeah, he plugged us on some live shows. We did a lot of big shows. We performed with Roger and Zap.
Wait, yeah?
Yeah, Egyptian Lover. We
That's
did
right.
like your folks said, the car shows.
Right.
Oh man, we did the Phoenix, Arizona
Right.
arena.
Right.
And this thing is like 2 arenas put in one.
Right.
And these Mexican cats is balling, man. You know what I'm saying? These Mexican promoters was balling. And he had both arenas. And one arena was cars and one arena was for the performances. And you know, like I said, Roger, Egyptian Lover.
He bought out the whole shit?
Man, the Latinos, shout out to Latinos.
Yeah.
Y'all bizarring, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out,
baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all balling, man. And it was cracking, man. Every show we did was cracking. Yeah, but we did a lot of shows at the lowrider car show circuit, man. We did a lot of lowrider shows, man. A lot of lowrider shows.
Yeah. So again, I know you guys did a lot of shows together. Rest in peace, Dion. Before we end this segment, what do you miss most about Dion?
Man, I think about Dion every day.
I know
man.
you probably
I think
do.
about him every day.
Right.
And he is the reason why I'm right here today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the simple fact, shout out to Hella Dope Records.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We dropping some vinyl this summer. We dropping some vinyl, you know what I'm saying? Some DP Soaking vinyl. But he came to me, man, out of nowhere. He was looking for me. And my cousin Wally G Grasshopper, shout out to Grasshopper Promotions, gave him my number. We ended up hooking up, and he the one who brought me this logo. He was like, man,
we're finna come right back into this. Yo, Keepin' It Lit podcast. I'm here with Kariem, Black Dynasty. We'll be right back.
Shit, ready to get it started. Bitch, I got no sense. Oh, hit the plug. Ride around with fire. Call me Kobe. 24. Can't fuck with her no more.
Yo, we right back. Keeping it lit. If it ain't purest cut, we here with Kariem again from Black Dynasty. So he was telling us a story. So Deanna, he the reason why you here right now. Let's talk about it.
Cause I just be feeling the spirit, man. Just
Right.
like how you said that song is just still popping. I'm saying it, man.
For sure.
It's spiritual, man. And like I said, my boy Hella Dope Records, man, HellaDopeRecords.net. He came to me, man, and he said that he wanted to do some more re-release with me. He wanted to re-release Asphalt Jungles on vinyl for the DJs.
Okay.
He want to, re-release that DP's Oakland for the DJs, you know what I'm saying, on vinyl.
I heard you talking about that re-release of DP Soul.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, on vinyl. And
Right.
he came to me, man, and he still had this logo. He had the original dude who did this logo for from Funky Fat Graphics back in the days.
Old school.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he hand did this logo, man, and my boy still had it. And I said, man, I'm gonna drop me some merch with this because I know the people, you know what I'm saying, from the town still want to rep. You know what I mean? So we got that
Always.
DP Soakland, you know what I'm saying, merch on dpsoakland.com, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying, you can tap in with me Instagram, dpsoakland.com, you know, on IG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just a feeling, man. And it's all for the town, you know what I'm saying? It's for the Bay, it's for the town, it's for the industry, it's for these youngsters to really know what it is with this rap game, because this interview right here is like in the Matrix episode, like the third movie Matrix, where Neo sat down with the cat who built the Matrix.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
And you Neo, and I'm the cat that say, hey man, I built the Matrix, man.
I wish I was Neo, brother.
Yeah, you are Neo,
And
man.
if I could move
You the
further
chosen
into
one, man.
I love you for that. if I could end up being that dude, let's do it. But I'm gonna tell you, like, bro, y'all touch a lot of people in the Bay Area, bro. Especially knowing that you from PA and then moved through the Bay Area, East Oakland, and bro, like, y'all movement started a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, my brother, I'm telling you, my brother had a 73 Buick Century.
Yeah.
With 415s.
Yeah.
That's when DP's Oakland was out. I'm at the festival at the lake, and I'm like, but he ain't the only one playing it. So we pulling up at the light. And it's the next nigga that got the 50 with probably like 412s in it, just
Knocking.
Austin, just knocking that same shit.
That's spiritual, man.
You know what I mean? And I remember like a 40 Be Legit, different motherfuckers being at the lake when that shit was going down, and that shit was humping the niggas' trunks.
For you not to say, and I'm gonna tell all these cats out here as far as like in the town, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna let all these dudes know, the podcast cats, the DJs, you know what I'm saying? Black Dynasty, we put in a lot of work, man.
For sure.
We put in a lot of work.
For sure.
And for cats to kind of like try to skim over all that, you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like a disrespect, you know what I mean? That's why I give props to cats like you, you know what I'm saying? And your folks, man, for really sitting down with me and really, trying to figure out what's the real story, what's the real deal behind all this. Right. You know what I mean? You got the architects to this game, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? We not, once the building is built, then everybody want to come and enjoy the building.
All the amenities.
Yeah, all the amenities. Right. You got the air conditioning, and you got the food court. You know what I'm saying? You got the plus seats. But who built the building? You know what I mean?
Right.
We built this building that y'all living in, man. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, you know what I'm saying, Fab, you know what I mean? Shout out to you know, my boy Keek the Sneak, you know what I'm saying, 3 times crazy, Drew Down, you know, Yuck Mouth, the Loonies, Nummy Numb, everybody, you know what I mean? Delinquents, Vidal, you know, G Stack.
Too. That's
You know what I mean? Delinquents, they was
right.
dropping Vidal. He dropped his first single when we was in high school. You know what I mean? Big V, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about a construction worker, he wanted the cats that's backing up the cement truck, dumping the cement. You know what I'm saying?
Rapping
so we
while
all
doing it.
Yeah, we all,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Needed one another. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We was all building off of one another.
Right.
EA Ski, you know what I'm saying? Like Gov brought Tupac to the house after Tupac did the movie Juice. He pulls up to the house with Tupac in the car, and talking about Tupac want to meet us.
Right.
And that's when we was on our high horse, man. Tupac, he leaning, you know what I'm saying, looking at us, and we like, what's up with it? You know what I mean? Tupac wanted to come and meet us, you know what I mean? And then he came back to the house a couple more times, you know what I'm saying, just to sit down and chop it up.
Hey, and it's funny that you said that too, because everybody from the Bay Area got a Tupac story.
Yeah, Tupac was all through the town, man.
Well, bro, don't hold back now. Let's talk
Tupac,
about it.
He was all through the town. See,
Right.
Richie Rich brought Tupac around.
Okay.
And Gov and Rich was hanging tough. You know what I mean? Tupac used to hang right in the 50s, man, right over there in Melrose. And the boy I told you about earlier, who was the artistic dude, you know, who could draw and paint, you know, Steve Adams. Shout out to Steve Adams.
Yep.
And he would do pictures for Tupac, man. He would draw pictures for Tupac. He would do pictures for Aunt Flowers. And he said, man, Aunt Flowers came to the house one day with a bag of money and just sat it on the desk, right? And Steve said he was so scared, all that money, he seen all, and he wanted to buy a picture from him. You know what I mean? So Steven Adams was a big part of the Bay Area hip hop scene as far as, you know, drawing and doing artwork and stuff like that.
So like a lot of like the album covers, that type of shit. Like
he did a lot of album covers. He did some photos for Tupac, you know what I mean? Painted some nice little pictures, you know. He used to do chalk drawings and stuff like that.
Dope.
You know, he was real dope, man. And yeah, Tupac, man, used to be all around the town, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing, man. He was real cool, man. You know, shout out to Money B, you know what I mean?
Money B.
Yeah.
That's hella funny. I ain't heard Money B in a while.
Yeah.
But I heard Money B was behind a lot of shit too.
Yeah, Money B was a cold piece. Last time I seen Money B, it was him and Humpty Hump's son. They got to act now, you know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing, man. I seen them on stage and they was vibing, you know what I mean?
Hey, that's funny that you bring up you know, like maybe we just all know because we from the Bay Area. That motherfuckers didn't know that Shock G was Humpty Hump.
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna leave that alone.
That's crazy. No, I don't know why they would think that that's two different
They thought the
people.
nigga with the big nose was somebody totally different.
Oh, that was Shock G, man.
Right. Hey, he did that.
He did that.
He definitely did that.
He put us on the map with that whole.
Hell yeah.
You know what
Had
I mean?
motherfuckers dance from coast to coast.
Yeah, he did, man.
Wow, shit.
Yeah.
Well, shit, brother. It was I enjoyed having you, brother.
Yeah.
We got to sit down again, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
I appreciate this, man.
Keeping it lit.
Keep it lit,
matter of
baby.
fact, before we get out of here, one more time, brother, can you shout us out your social medias and where we can contact you at, where we can get some of this merch, dope ass merch?
Oh, we got dpsoaking.com. That's the website.
Yeah.
dpsoaking.com, you know, that's the Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can reach out to me, 510-355-4449, man. Holla at me, man, if you need some merch, man. I'm always in the town. You know what I mean? Get out of player, man.
Yo, got Kariem for Black Dynasty. It was a pleasure having you, my brother.
For sure, baby.
We will do this again. Yo, thank you for tuning in to Keeping It Lit. If it's not pure, it's cut. Talk to you guys soon.
Peace.